This is my January haul for 2026. Welcome to everybody watching today. Thank you so very much for joining me. This is going to be an overview of all the products that I have new into my makeup collection for the start of the new year. There is a little bit more here than I would normally get, mainly because a couple of my Black Friday orders weren't in on time, so I couldn't show you those yet, so those came in only the other day. Like, up until like 2 days ago, I only had like 2 palettes to show you, and all of a sudden there's like this much where I'm like, oh no. But yeah, it finally got here, so I'm going to be showing you what I got, and I'll tell you a little bit along the way about how I got them and what went into it for me as well. So first things first, I have some Yesstyle orders here, and then I have some palettes that I purchased that were still on the wish list. And then I have some exciting new things because I found out that Catrice's new drop is already here. So first things first, I need to show you something that Yesstyle sent me in PR. In case you are unfamiliar, I am affiliated with Yesstyle. I have a code with them, which is FloatDream23. You can get 5% off of your order. It's always listed in the description box down below if you're looking for it. So no matter, even if it's not a video that I do with like any sort of Asian beauty brands, then it's still always there. And as part of that scheme, whenever I place an order, I can sometimes choose from a certain amount of products, like what I would like to receive in PR. And I decided to go with this time. This is the Haru Wonder Black Rice 5 Ceramide Barrier Moisture Cream. This is still sealed. I only got this package in the other day, so I still need to take pictures of everything as well. And this is something I wanted to try. Like, of the things they offered me, I was like, this I think will be better for me, because I have tried Haru Wonder before, even things from this line. I've tried their toner and I've tried their SPF from the same range. So I was like, you know what, this Black Rice range has been very good for my skin so far. I just haven't tried their moisturizer yet. So this looks like something I might like, because it has the ceramides in. It's supposed to help your skin barrier, because I have sensitive skin. Anything that is claiming it's going to help my skin barrier, I'm usually really chuffed with, and something that I would want to try. And then I have the moisturizer here, and I've never tried a moisturizer from this brand. So it's something new, but something that I think might work for me. So that's gonna be something nice for me to test out. So thanks to Yesstyle for sending me MPR. I'm very, very appreciative that I get to try some skincare again through them. If you want to hear my thoughts on skincare, I do usually post skincare reviews over on the blog, but they are very, very far and few in between. What's the saying again? I forgot. But the reason why I don't post a lot about skincare is because I'm a really slow skincare reviewer. Because of the sensitive skin, I cannot be trying out makeup or skincare the entire time. I need to use something up, and then by the time I've used it up, that's when I share my thoughts with you. So that's sort of the issue with it. And in 2025, to be quite fair, I mainly went back to old favorites, so I wasn't reviewing a lot of skincare in 2025 because there wasn't anything that I hadn't posted about yet. But yeah, skincare does go over on the blog, because I just feel like it's easier for me to write that down and be able to like look up the ingredient list and like pick it apart and like look up some of the ingredients to also be able to give you the arguments for why something might work for me or not. So this is something that I will review once I get to it. But as you know, I did place a pretty massive order for some skincare over the fall time, because I really had to stock up on my, restock my skincare cupboard, you could say. So I stocked up a lot of my K-beauty favorites, but also some new things to try. So I don't know yet when I will be able to get to this product in particular, but it's good to have another moisturizer on board, because moisturizer is something I go through quite quickly. So it just makes sense that way. By the way, today is a bit of a murky day, so if the lighting goes in and out, the lighting isn't the best. We're actually having snow and hailstorms happening at the same time. It's a little bit clearer now, so I hope the lighting is okay. And I'm coming to you makeup free, because it's the end of my Christmas vacation, and I'm sort of in limbo when it comes to in between my next shop, my stash. I still need to film that, so I didn't want to test those things out. And then I was still I was a bit bored with what was in my shop, my stash in December. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to have a makeup free weekend and just let my skin breathe. I like to have a makeup free day once a week anyways. And I've decided that today is going to be the day and I still wanted to film videos. So that's why. The other things I bought, so this was the order I placed on Yesstyle for Black Friday. They had a massive deal on. I make a little bit of commission when you do use my code. So I'm able to, on Yesstyle, they don't necessarily pay out the commission, but you can use the commission to place another order actually. And some of my commission was about to expire over the fall time. That's why I got that massive skincare haul then, because I was able to use so many of my points and my commission, because Yesstyle also has points that I think you also have if you're not part of their affiliate program. And then something really cool happened actually this year, because you guys have used my code so many times that I made it to the next tier on their affiliate program, and so they're going to be sending me another package. So I hope that's here before I film my February haul, so I can show you what's in there. I don't know what's in there. They didn't let me know. It's just like, congratulations, you made it to the next tier. Here you go. Here's a tracking number. I was like, okay. So we'll see what we get then. It could be things I like. It could be things I don't like at all. So we'll see how that goes. So yeah, my Black Friday haul with Yesstyle was quite massive. But these were things that I mainly saw over on TikTok, and I was very much influenced to buy some of these things. I got some cheek products. These are all by brands I either wanted to test out for the first time or that I wanted to test more from. So a brand that I was introduced to by TikTok is Hince. It's written, it's upside down. It's right here. It's right here at the bottom. This is their Second Skin Tone Up Base and the True Dimension Glow Cheek. I still need to take pictures of these, so these are still sealed. This is in Bare Reflection, and this is in Pale Lavender. So I would like to try that. I've tried other tone up base sort of products from, was it Haru? Hine I've tried, and those I've enjoyed. So it's sort of like in between a primer and a skincare product. From Roman, the Juicy Roll Cheek in Bare Grape. And this looked interesting to me because I was like, I have the Merit Flush Balm, and if you know what that looks like, and you see this, you're like, okay, but the Merit Flush Balms, as beautiful as those products are, they are very warm toned. And I like my Merit Flush Balm, but I don't love it all the time. And this looks like such a good mauvey shade, so that's why I wanted to give it a whirl. It's one of the reasons why I love a lot of K-beauty, is because they do a lot of mauve tones and cooler tones compared to Western makeup brands. It's not because I'm trying to push something down your throat. I just really enjoy it because it works a lot better very often for my complexion than what a lot of Western makeup brands do. House of Her, this is the Moist Ampoule Blusher in this shade right here. I'm not sure if you can read it, but it's Lavender Flush. This is actually a product I spotted when I was in London. I was like, I think I actually placed an order for this through Yesstyle, so I decided not to buy it, and I'm really happy I didn't do it. They only had the bigger sizes when I was in London, so this is a little mini, which also makes me happy, because I have plenty of blush already, so no need to have like a huge size. And this is still 10 milliliters of product, and it's the mini. What's up with that? But it's supposedly a really good lavender shade, at least I hope so. Seems to have a little bit of gray in from what I could tell online, and I'm very much into that. So I want to try this. I do think I had a product like this. I believe I had a House of Her Ampoule blusher in another shade a couple of years ago, but that was very orange and coral. So I can't wait to try something in more of like a lavender shade. And then I have one of the Girlcult blushes. So this is a brand I want to try more by. I've tried a couple of their 4-pan eyeshadow palettes, and they have really interesting packaging. The eyeshadow palettes have this little fish eye sort of thing. That's what it reminds me of. And also this blusher has interesting packaging. It has a sun embossing. It's black, but then turns pink on your cheeks. I saw this on TikTok. Olivia Ansel, I believe she's called. She's an influencer over on TikTok who does a lot of fair skin product, and she very much influenced me to buy this and try it. Of course, I had to get some palettes. I got 2 of the new CheerUp palettes. These are both in collaboration with Freya, which is another TikToker who I've started following recently. And this is the Dreamcatcher shade, which isn't the one that's getting the buzz online because it's very light and very sort of like pale person friendly. It only has 4 shimmers, no 5. This is more of like a satin, I think. But everything else is like a matte. It's very soft. It's very cool toned. And then it has a pop of light baby blue. So I've enjoyed a lot of the other CheerUp palettes I've tried. When I was looking for a really good pink palette, CheerUp also came on top for me. So I can't wait to see if they can do these like lava or these very pale blues really well. Because that's another thing within Asian beauty that is very much a hype. But the one that is getting all the buzz online is Starcore. And I really enjoy these CheerUp palettes because they have different shades. So I now have 5 of these and they all have a different shade. So it's super easy to tell which one is which. This is like this gunmetal gray case. And then again, in here you get 5 shimmers and everything else is matte. But look at how grungy this is. Oh, I can't wait to play with this. And this, like the CheerUp Floating Life or Fleeting Life, that was also done in collaboration with the same creator, with Freya. The red palette I have, it has one of these very sort of interesting flaky shades in that seems to be shifting in so many different directions. Like I'm getting purple, blue, gold, green, peach, pink. It's got like 6 different shifts and it possibly has a holographic shimmer to it. It seems to just have a lot of interesting shades. I'm not sure if this is going to be my favorite. Now that I'm looking at it, I think the Dreamcatcher, the other one, may be my favorite of the two for more like everyday shades. But this is looking dark and grungy. And that is something, as you will see in a sec, that I really think I want to try and introduce more into my makeup in 2026. Is the spooky sort of grunginess of things. Because I do like that. And then we have Anthemy. I don't know what this palette is called anymore because sadly this is only on like in Chinese everywhere, so I cannot read that, so that's a bit of a shame. And Anthemy is one of those brands that I've looked at many times but I have never tried because they are a little bit more expensive. So I think the CheerUp palettes are like 25 to 30 euros each. This one full price is like over 50 euros, so I was like, when I saw it in the Black Friday sale, I was like, that could be a moment for me to try it. And this does look really pretty. I'll pop the full name of this in the description box down below because I cannot read Chinese characters, so I have no clue anymore what this is called. But again, a little bit more grungy, but you also have the pastels. It seems to have some multi-chromes in as well. But I'm very curious to see, like, is this worth it? Is this better than CheerUp? Or is CheerUp just as good and is this just overpriced? I don't know yet. And then the remainder of my Black Friday haul with Yesstyle is lip products. And one of these, or 2 of these actually, are by the same brand. They are by the brand ENTROPY. And this I spotted when I was in Japan. I saw this brand. It was expensive though. One of these lip glosses was easily 20 euros. And I was like, oh. But then I spotted them on Yesstyle. They were in the sale. I was able to put my commission towards it, some points, the whole, yeah, like yada, yada, yada. Like this entire haul, I ended up paying like more than half of what it would have cost me at full price. Like that's how much of a discount I got. So it was good. This is the Charm Tint Glossy Gel in Taaffeite Cream. And I'm hoping it's going to be this like grayish lavender tone, like what the model has on her lips. I'm hoping it looks like that. And then this is the ENTROPY Charm Tint in Beryl Charm, which I'm hoping is this shade and is this sort of level of glossy. It's like a really nice mauvey tone. And these feel really heavy. They have a little charm on them, so you can hang them from your bag, I think is the idea. But the entire display, so many cool tones, so many like grungy options. And I almost lost my mind because I looked at this brand in Loft and everything is like pink and frilly and cute. And then you had ENTROPY and it was this grungy sort of heaven in the midst of all the frilliness and the pinky cuteness. So I was like, that's a brand I want to try. Like I said, I want to try some more Girlcult after loving their eyeshadow palettes. So I picked up one of their lip products as well. This is another really grungy option. You'll see, I'm really digging the grungy sort of gray-leaning sort of lip products at the minute. I really want to test more of them. And then a brand I've seen a lot being promoted on TikTok, especially by creators such as Ghoul in Japan. Freya wears them a lot. Renia is another creator who I've seen this brand use. And it's Hintour with the little bunny. Again, I cannot read the names of these, so you're going to have to go into the description box down below to know what shades I got and what this brand is all about. But from what I remember is that I got these really grungy things. These I think are the same product because they have the same sort of box. Can't be sure. And then I just got 1 or 2 things of each of their lip lines that they had on Yesstyle just to give them a whirl. But these are all sealed and there's stickers everywhere, so I still need to be keeping the packaging in pristine condition for taking pictures. So there's that. And then I have this Hince other little thing. This is the only one you can see. So this is the vibe we're going for. Grayish purples, gray tones, taupey things. That's what I want to put on my lips. So yeah, 2026 is going to be the year where I explore the more gothic-y, grungy sort of side of makeup, and I'm looking forward to it. And then in December, Ghoul in Japan, who is one of my favorite creators over on TikTok, announced that she was having a collab with Shelby Makeup. It's called the Nocturnal Flame, comes with a palette and a couple of lip products. I went onto Yesstyle to see if they had it over there. They did. They had 20% off. And again, I had a little bit of commission and stuff, so I was like, you know what? I might as well. So I decided to place an order for that entire collection. And then to get free shipping, I got another one of the Rose Obsession Stay Fit Lip Tints by Fuwa. This is in Dusty Rose. I picked one of these up when I was in Japan. I like it well enough, so I was like, I might as well just give another shade a whirl. I think I might like the shade better than the one I got in Japan, though. So first up, the Shelby collection with Ghoul in Japan came with 3 sort of lip glosses kind of things, and they're all like gray, grungy sort of things. Very nudie, dead-looking shades, because that's her vibe. I heard her say in one of her videos that she is really into making herself look like a dying, sickly Victorian child. That's her vibe. It's not my vibe, but I want some of that vibe in my vibe, I've decided. So I wanted to see which of these shades actually looks right on me, so that's why I got all 3. I will again put the full name of the product in the description box down below, because this is again all in Chinese, which is something I can't read. And then we have the palette. This is the main seller. I have already tried a palette by Shelby Makeup in the past, the Somber Garden. I like the quality of it, but the color story was so similar to other indie brands that I did declutter it in the end, because I'm only keeping the things that aren't too similar to one another anymore. I know a lot of you want me to like do videos with like color stories that are the same, but then I'm just sitting on mountains of makeup that I have no use for myself. So I've decided a long time ago, like 2 or 3 years ago, that I was no longer going to have like 5 rosy tone palettes that all do exactly the same thing. No longer gonna do it. So if things look like they're going to be too similar to what I already have in my collection, I will no longer buy them. That's just the way it is. But this looked really unique. Again, this is the Nocturnal Flame palette, and Shelby Makeup does mini versions of their palettes that are far cheaper, or you can get the full size. This is the full size, and mine is a little fragile. I'm not sure what happened to it, but this silvery shade is very crumbly. So I'm trying to be very careful here because it seems to be like shifting around as I'm holding it. So I can't tip it any further than this because else I'm losing a shade. But you get some cool tones in here. You get a brown, like neutrals, some sort of like minty green shades, and then the oranges. I've never seen anything like this. This is such a unique color story, and I really wanted to test it out. And I hope that if I stick my fingers into this palette for swatches, that I can press back into that silver shimmer and make it go back down, because it's like everywhere and it's so crumbly. It's a bit of a shame. But I'll probably be able to repress it, no problem. So yeah, unique color story. And the minute she showed it on her account, I was like, I want that in my life. I want to test that out and just look at the design. This packaging is gorgeous already. So yeah, this is one that I'm not likely to declutter, and if it's the same quality as I found from Shelby Makeup in the past, I know I'm gonna like it. So those are all the things that I got from Yesstyle, but I did get some other palettes. One of these was already in the Black Friday sales as well. This was actually the first Black Friday purchase I made, but it took a little bit of time to get here, and it's by Gloss Gods. It's their Starry Skies palette. I got, I think, 20% off of this, and that was good because it meant I essentially got free shipping, so I always like that. And you know that if a color story is this cool toned, that I need to try it, right? For This is for the review to let you know, is this any good? I did already manage to swatch this one. And I have to say that it's like the Natasha Denona Xenon and steroids. Like, if the Natasha Denona Xenon isn't giving you enough, this is the exact same color story, but it's a little bit more punchy. And then I was watching all of like everyone's like end of year declutter collection videos and like end of year favorites. And so many people were listing this as a fave that I was like, right, Nomad, the Christmas market one, I want to get that. I believe the official name of it is like the Chris Kindle marked. And what I like about this, you can't really see in this lighting, but nobody said this, but the little box it comes in looks like an advent calendar with like the little, it's so, the attention to detail. This is why I keep Nomad boxes. I don't keep a lot of the boxes for any of my makeup, but if you're making a box that actually has merit beyond just protecting the product, I'm happy. Here's what the palette itself looks like. I think it looks stunning. And then inside, and this is something I didn't realize by just looking at it online in like my new makeup releases and stuff, but this has 6 mattes. It's got 3 mattes here, 3 mattes here, and then we have a Christmas tree. Again with the details. I love Nomad for that reason. But we have a Christmas tree shaped sort of thing in the middle, and they're all a variation on a shimmer. A lot of them seem to have some sort of flip or a shift, but it's also like shimmers that can work with the mattes, you know? It's all going to play together. So this looks so, so pretty, and I realized as I was going through a lot of my makeup collection during my Christmas break that I don't really have a true like Christmassy eyeshadow palette. Now I do. So this I felt had merit in my makeup collection. It's Nomad. I think the packaging is so much fun. This is such a good thing. And then this is a little sneak peek, you can say, because I do already have some of these products in, but not all of them. But just before New Year's, I found that Catrice has already done their new drop. So I went on to Boozy Shop, that's a Dutch website, B-O-O-Z-Y, and then shop.nl. And they have been my go-to place to find all of the Essence and Catrice products really early. If you're in Europe, they ship internationally. They even ship to the US, but then you're going to have to pay a lot of shipping and handling fees, I'm afraid. But yeah, if you are in Europe, you can use them. I used to use Cosmetic for Less, but that website closed down 2 years ago. And ever since, I've been using Boozy Shop. The only problem with the stock on Boozy Shop when the products first drop is that for the first 3 to 4 weeks that the products are out, everything seems to be arriving in batches. And this has been the case with a lot of new Essence and Catrice updates throughout the year, because back when I was able to find them really easily in store, like half the display would still be empty and they would only have a couple of the shades of the lipsticks, or they didn't have this product in yet. So I think this is a brand thing and not necessarily a website thing where I got it. But yeah, I'm going to be slowly gathering the other products that I'm still missing. I turned on my notifications, and hopefully in the next couple of weeks, I might be able to do a first impression review with some new Catrice stuff. There's mainly brow products in here now. There's a couple of lip things. And then this is something I wanted to show you. It's still sealed though. I still need to take pictures, but this are the new cream blushes from Catrice. And this is the name. This is the Catrice Velvet Pudding Blurring Blush in the shade 010 Raspberry Fudge. It looks like a Fuwa pudding blush. It sounds like a Fuwa pudding blush. I think they may have duped the Fuwa pudding blush. That's my expectation. They're also doing this, the Peptide Bliss Glossy Lip Balm. I'm expecting that this is going to be a dupe for the Rhode Peptide Balm blushes or lip balms. I picked up one of those when I was in London. They're doing a new version of the Glam & Doll, so of course I need to try it because that's my favorite Catrice mascara. They do lip liners now. They do lip tints. There are 2 new lipstick formulas, and there is a new lip gloss formula, and they've come out with a new shade in the Aura Glam line. And this is described as a bouncy texture. This is in Moonlit Sand. It looks pretty. I don't know yet. And something else they've brought back, single shadows. love a drugstore brand doing shingle shadows again. So those are the things I already have, but they're doing an entire range of like cream stick things for the face. So a contour, a blush, a highlight. There's going to be a glowy primer. I have none of the eyeshadow yet. They're doing palettes. There's so many really good things. I'm like, oh no. So what I did decide for myself that in 2026, when I do Essence and Catrice reviews, I will still be reviewing their lipstick lines, but I'm no longer going to be buying every single shade. And I have two reasons for that. A lot of the shades don't work for me and they just end up being decluttered, and I give them away to friends and family right when I declutter them. A lot of them last year ended up with my colleagues, and I just come into so much excess product if I do buy all of the shades. I know a lot of people find my videos really helpful, but it's not making a lot of sense. And the second reason, and this is why I feel you no longer need my videos, but Essence and Catrice have been doing really, really good swatches of a lot of their lip products on different skin tones, and they put them on their website so you can see whether the shades are very similar, yes or no, and what it might look like on your skin tone. And that is something that I cannot, as one single person, cannot provide. So I feel you don't need to see all of the shades anymore. So what I have done with the lipsticks lines that I do already have in is that I've bought 2 shades of each, a nude and like a brighter color, often a red, so I can still get a feel to see like, are there shades, like does the shade impact the quality of the lipstick? It usually doesn't with Catrice. And then like test out all of those different formulas in one different, like in one video. I think that's what I want to do. But yeah, it no longer makes sense. It's not something I'm willing to do anymore. Especially if they're releasing so many things. Like there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 new lipstick ranges that I already have products for now. If I have to buy all of them, and the only thing I do with those products is give them away straight away, it doesn't make a lot of sense. So that's a change I'm going to be making. But yeah, this is going to take a couple of weeks for me to be able to do the full review, because there were still so many products missing from the Boozy Shop website, and I hope they're going to come really, really soon. But I'm going to have to wait for those products to be released before I can purchase them, because I do purchase all of the Catrice and also the Essence products when those come with my own money. I use my AdSense money that I make on this channel to make purchases like that. So thanks so much for being here today. That was my haul for January. Please thumbs it up if you liked it, and subscribe if you want to see more by me. If you want to see all of these products in action, if you want to hear my thoughts as I'm using them, you need to start following my Shop My Stashes, because those videos I use to give you the full lowdown of where my makeup collection stands. I always have a little section where I tell you about the products that I used the previous month. We select new products to review for the new month. And I also show you, like, am I hitting pan on anything? Is there anything I'm trying to use up? Those go into my Shop My Stash videos. So you need to watch those if you want to know anything about how these go. And of course, I will do dedicated reviews with a lot of these products, either as videos here on the channel or over on the blog. I only have so much time to film videos for you guys, so some of it has to happen on the blog because I can't like put everything into a video format. So you can check it out in any of those spaces. So there's 4 videos a week over on this channel where I chat about makeup and show you all of those things. If you want to know about things that aren't makeup, such as fashion, books, travel, whatever, I have a second channel for that purpose. I post there once a week. It's called Floating in Books. The link is always in the description box down below. And if you want to follow my coloring journey, then you can follow me over on TikTok. So that's also linked in the description box down below. So yeah, there's loads of links in the description box down below, as well as like product lists. If you want to, well, today I'm not wearing any makeup, but usually if I wear makeup, that's also in the description box if you want to know what is currently on my face. So yeah, thanks so much for watching me today, and then I hope to see you again really, really soon in my new video. Bye-bye.